Hi, let's talk about DC Dark Horse Aliens, a crossover collection. DC Dark Horse Aliens is a collection of crossover events between, Batman and Aliens. You get two Batman v Aliens stories. Batman Superman v Aliens versus Predator, you get one of those. And Wildcats versus Aliens, you get one of those. The book is about £10. It's a collected trade. There's no hardback version of it that I'm aware of, or I would have bought it. And I don't know how long it'll still be available in print for because of the Aliens franchise passing to Marvel. I don't know if that would affect past deals and the ability to publish these books going forward. So you may want to snap up a copy. It's also available on digital as well, and it quite often pops up in sales on things like Comixology for a relatively cheap price, albeit Comixology prices seem to have gone up lately, particularly in respect of how much they discount things in sales, possibly due to lack of physical sales by the publishers. Anyway, on with the book. While we look through it, let's talk about the individual stories in summary. The first one is set in a jungle. Batman parachutes in and clashes with a team of mercenaries as they go to investigate a crashed alien ship next to a sort of jungle temple. They find that the ship has been infested by xenomorphs, and quickly they get picked off one by one by the xenomorphs. You end up with a xenomorph being crossed with a alligator, and you get this massive, cool looking alligator xenomorph. It looks cool, and it's the kind of thing you go, wow, I wish they'd do that for real in some way, so I could at least see that up on the screen. Batman fights the xenomorph alongside another character and ends up killing it by dropping it into lava. And then at the end of it, Batman's got a face hugger in a jar, and he goes, no one must never know about this, and throws it down a big chasm in the Batcave. It's a great story, it's fun, it's like a popcorn story, Batman's good in it, and it's got enjoyable moments for both Batman and Aliens fans. The second story is a little bit more involved, I suppose. There's aliens on the loose in Gotham. Batman tries to track them down and stop them. He thinks he's succeeded in the first issue of this two-issue story, but there's a shadowy corporation in play. He later finds that the corporation has been splicing the DNA of a human with the xenomorphs and making clones. They've also included DNA from his rogues gallery, so you've got a Poison Ivy one, a Scarecrow one, a Joker one, a Killer Croc one, can't think who else, oh, a Harvey Dent one. That's fine, and you get some nice reimaginings of what the xenomorphs would look like if crossed with Batman villains, but they don't really do anything with that. It's not like the Poison Ivy one ever does anything plant-like. It's not like the Harvey Dent one does anything weird, and the Joker one's just got sort of red lipstick on. But the only one that's of any real interest to me was the Killer Croc one, because it looks cool, and again it's a different design, and it's physicality that makes it more interesting. You also get a character who was on some old expedition and has been given long life and strength, speed, skills as a result of having a unborn alien queen in her chest. For whatever reason, it didn't hatch properly from her chest, so it's still in her body, and it's imbued her with enhanced physical abilities. That feels like a real inspiration for Alien, was it Resurrection, Alien 4? And I do wonder how much that influenced that film. Again, it's a perfectly good story, it's fun, it's entertaining, and I really enjoyed it. The Batman, Superman, Aliens, Predator one, I didn't like the artwork in it. It's this horrible sort of digital art that reminds me a lot of the Venom vs Carnage book that I didn't like the art in either. And it just shows the Predators are on Earth. Batman and Superman stick their nose in. They're aliens, and there's, you know, frictions between the Batman, Superman, and the Predator. Yeah, and I don't know, didn't do it for me. I don't want to go into too much detail on that story because I just found it a bit meh. The last one is Wildcats v Aliens. Wildcats go to a sort of spacecraft station to investigate a loss of contact. There are aliens, as you might expect. You get a little bit of backstory as to why there are aliens on there, and they fight them. It's actually a really fun, quick read of a story. It's interesting. It's got action, and it doesn't hang about too long. I think if it went on for another issue, it might feel dragged out. But it's exactly the right length in this book, and it's a good sort of end to the book as well. I think if it ended on the Superman Batman one, it would feel like a bit of a damp squib. So they know what they've done when they've put these books together. It was just enough, and I don't know a lot about Wildcats at all. So the characters are still relatively new to me, but I was perfectly happy reading it, and I think it was like I say, a good sort of action movie of a story. I think if you're a fan of Batman's or Aliens, or even Superman and Predator, but really Batman and Aliens, this is a book to get. Stick it in your collection. But it will sit well alongside other ones like the Essential Collections that are being re-released at the moment. The reason I read this is because, for whatever reason, the Essential Collections Volume 2 for Aliens and Predator and Aliens vs Predator were meant to be released, and they just don't seem to be available at the moment. So I thought, so I just got a sort of Aliens itch to scratch. So yeah, let me know what you think about it. Do you think these stories are crap? Would you like to see them adapted? I know they're never going to get adapted, but would you like to see them be adapted? And if so, which ones? And otherwise, please feel free to give us a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe. Thanks very much.